Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. It's Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. On my channel, I do all things finance related to, I do some cash budgeting, I do some digital budgeting, I do some paper budgeting, we do savings challenges, sinking funds, all in all, utilizing the zero-based budgeting method to pay off our debt, finally implement some travel in our lives, and be much more financially stable, I guess is the best word. So today, I wanted to show off this because I was actually inspired. I looked at Steph with Steph's on a Budget. She was flipping through her budget binder, and I think I had said that I downloaded the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck, the printable version, and I was just kind of I just wanted to get back on paper to show it here, but I was inspired kind of by her dashboard. So then I went into Canva and I made dashboards for each month. And then, this is the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck, workbook pages. And then I went in and I made myself some stickers. I don't know why, every once in a while, I'm just in the mood for stickers. And when I decide to do it, I want it now. I'm not patient enough sometimes to wait for them to be made and shipped. But in general, and also I am impatient, and also it allows me to save money by printing my own. These are by no means professional, but I did some measurements and did these in Canva. And then my Cricut is not connecting to my computer for some ridiculous reason, so I cut most of them by hand. So that was fun. Oops. Sorry. Let's jump in to our budget with me. So we are a 2-income household. We both work full-time. We are paid hourly. I expect my first so we're paid bi-weekly on the same Fridays. I anticipate my paycheck to be $13.15.78 and my husband's to be $15.54.44. I also get a mileage check, but when I come in here to budget, I just budgeting our 2 paychecks. Anything above that is fantastic, but I am not planning for anything else. All right, so that leaves us with $2,870.22 that we are starting with. When we come down to our fixed expenses, guys, I'm left-handed. I tilt a little bit. I try to tilt the camera to work with it because this is just how I write. So that's just going to have to be what it is. Our internet bill is going up. So the half that I'm setting aside for that with the first paycheck is $35. And donation with the first paycheck is typically $80. I am setting aside $350. I'm hoping it isn't that much for our electric bill, but it is certainly, you just never know what it's going to be. It was $307 last month, but I don't want to short myself. I'm happy to allocate that money elsewhere, but I'm going to make sure it's not needed here first. Life insurance is $131. Amazon Prime is $748. Disney Plus is $1069. XM radio we now have in 2 vehicles, and those 2 together is $894 a month. HP Instant Ink is $741. Kindle is $1283. My kids, whoops. The box said Netflix, but I wrote Kindle, so we'll just switch them. Kindle is $1283. That's a credit card payment. My kids' insurance to the state of Iowa is $40. Netflix, which is an auto payment for my bank account, is $855. School lunches, I think, I don't know. I'm going to budget $90 for that. We get billed every 2 weeks for it. So I am going to cross off HELOC and balance transfer, and I will explain why in a second. So for right now, for fixed costs, Okay, fixed cost, $781.90. If we subtract that from the $2,870.22 that we start with, that leaves us with $2,088.32 left to budget. $2,088.32. Right, if we come down then to our variable expenses, we budget $280 for groceries, $40 for drinks, $140 for spending. I vacillate. My husband always gets $70. Sometimes I take $70 and sometimes I take $50. It just kind of depends. Dine out. Like I've always taken the same as him, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't need that much, I'm going to scale it back. And this time I'm like, I'm putting down that I'm taking that. So that's just how that's going. Dine out gets $100 every 2 weeks. Car wash is getting nothing because we still have the $30 for that. It's been cold again for a while. They're okay right now. They could probably use, ooh, I need to figure that out. 3. That, all right, so instead of donuts, I'm doing allowance for my kids. So I've implemented a new kind of chore system, and they each have a chore that they have to do, a couple chores that they have to do every day, checking that off. And then each week they are going to get, if they complete it, if they complete all of their days, they are going to get $3. And I have them, made them each a giving, saving, and spending envelope. And we're going to work on that. So like that was $1 for each of them to put in the basket. That's where their giving dollar can come from each week. And then they'll have $1 for saving and $1 for spending that I will keep in the envelope. So 3 per week times 3 kids times 2 weeks is $18. So I'm changing. That's something new that I'm trying this time around. Work meals once a month. I have a staff meeting and go out to eat with my coworkers. And so I'm budgeting $20 for that. Beauty, I have like an every other month subscription for my face wash and moisturizer from e.l.f. and that is $15.25. And I have no idea how much the co-op diesel bill will be, so I'm going to budget $100 for that, which is the diesel for my husband's truck. He fills up at the local co-op for a discounted whatever for having an account, and then we get a bill at the end of the month. And then I am budgeting $100.29 to put on the Quick Start gas cards for our gas. And then I guess I also have a miscellaneous expense of $29.31, which is a medication refill. So that's going to medical expenses. So this will be total, and then we will do a leftover down here. I had a certain amount budgeted for medical over here, and so I just took what I had sort of planned in my head, and then I'm going to take away that 30 just to cash flow that expense. So our all right, so that is a total of in variable expenses of $842.88. If I subtract that from the $2,088.32 that we started with in this section, that leaves us with $1,245.44 to budget. So $1,245.44 that we brought with us up to our sinking fund category. In our emergency fund, we are doing the Save 2025 and 2025 tracker that I have. And so $75 is going right to our emergency fund with that.
Where's the big remote?
The big one? I have no idea.
But I want to play my game and I don't know how to get on it.
Go ask Dad.
He did quit fucking bothering me.
Pardon?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I'll be up in a little bit and I'll look for it. All right, for vacation, we are putting $100 in our vacation sinking fund. We are putting $20 in our propane sinking fund, $40 towards savings challenges for Christmas. So I have this, it's all just like super confusing. So I'm not planning to put anything directly in, in the vehicle sinking fund. In the kids sinking fund, I'm doing $50 for kid expenses. I'm doing $160 in the daycare sinking fund, $90 in medical, $8 in workouts. So that's a semi-annual bill, right? And then $5 in the Mint Mobile sinking fund, also a semi-annual bill. Vehicle registration, we don't stuff with this paycheck. Vehicle and home insurance, we stuff with the first paycheck, and that gets $300. That'll come due in May. Nothing in a gas sinking fund. We're doing that differently now. And then home and pets is going to get $0 directly into the sinking fund. But I have a binder that has home, vehicles, and pets, and we're going to put $50 in that right there. And then I have a holiday binder also. I used to put that all in challenges. That's annoying. Okay, so in savings challenges, my minis are $200 and my holiday binder is $12. So $212 is going towards savings challenges. I'll get this figured out one of these days. Okay, so that makes our sinking fund section $1,110. If I subtract that from $1,245.44, that leaves us $135.44 to come down to extra debt in the extra debt category, and I plan to put all $135.44 into extra debt. If you watched my debt update, then that leaves us with a zero-based budget. But if you watched my debt update, so my HELOC, hopefully by the end of April, when this is due, my HELOC will be on my balance transfer card. And so I'm just putting this money on extra debt right now, and you'll see in the next, so I'll eventually I won't have a HELOC payment specifically. I will have two different debt payments, neither of which one of which just transferred to a different balance transfer. One went to balance transfer card number 2, and then the HELOC is going to balance transfer card number 1. So I'm not paying anything on what is now balance transfer 2 with this check because I have the whole amount budgeted to pay with the next paycheck. I was just going to put this towards the HELOC until the HELOC gets switched over and isn't on interest. Anyway, it's complicated, but $135.44 is going to extra debt, which leaves us with a zero-based budget. So if you have any questions, I'm always happy to answer them in the comments below. Try to respond as often as I can. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. I know that all of your time is valuable, so I appreciate every moment that you spend here. And I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button, watch my playlist. I'd love to and work on increasing those watch hours. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Until next time. Bye.